Did you ever hear Director Comey tell the president he was not the subject of an investigation?
Sir, I can't comment on any conversations the director may have had with the president.
Now, Mr. McCabe, the president's letter to Director Comey asserted that on 3 separate occasions, the director informed him that he was not under investigations. Would it have been wrong for the director to inform him he was not under investigation? It's a yes or no.
Sir, I'm not going to comment on any conversations that the director may have had.
I didn't ask that. Would it have been wrong for the director to inform him he was not under investigation? That's not about conversations. That's a yes or no answer.
As you know, Senator, we typically do not answer that question. I will not comment on whether or not the director and the President of the United States had that conversation.
Director McCabe, you obviously have several decades of law enforcement experience. Is it your experience that people who are innocent of wrongdoing typically need to be reassured that they're not the subject of an investigation?
No, sir.
And I ask that because I'm still trying to make heads or tails of the dismissal letter from earlier this week from the president, where he writes, "While I greatly appreciate you informing me on 3 separate occasions that I am not under investigation," and I'm still trying to figure out why that would even make it into a dismissal letter.
Is it standard practice for the FBI to inform someone that they are not a target of an investigation?
It is not.
So it would be unusual and not standard practice for there to have been a notification from the FBI director to President Trump or anyone else involved in this investigation, informing him or her that individual is not a target. Is that correct?
Again, ma'am, I'm not going to comment on what Director Comey may or may not have done.
I'm not asking you to comment on the facts of the case. Right. I'm just trying to find out what's standard practice
yes,
and what's not.
I'm not aware of that being a standard practice.
Is it accurate that the rank and file no longer supported Director Comey?
I can tell you, sir, that I worked very, very closely with Director Comey from the moment he started at the FBI. I was his executive assistant director of national security at that time. I then worked for him running the Washington field office. And of course, I've served as deputy for the last year. I can tell you that I hold Director Comey in the absolute highest regard. I have the highest respect for his considerable abilities and his integrity, and it has been the greatest privilege and honor of my professional life to work with him. I can tell you also that Director Comey enjoyed broad support within the FBI.